Sunday, December 18th. Started electrical the last couple days. I spent most of yesterday and today finishing up all the plywood in this utility room. Panel's gonna go here. And if you remember from one of my other videos, my measurement was wrong on these conduits. So I wanted these to come right up into the bottom of the panel. This is kind of held in here temporarily because I want to see if there's a way I can get to these side knockouts. I think I can do it clean enough to where everything comes in the top. Nice and clean. I'll show more on that later. Did lay out all the switches everywhere. And then I'm just gonna go one at a time and figure it out. I'll probably do the garage last. This hallway, I got the cans in today. These will be some add-on lighting, kind of like the surface mounts. And I think I'm gonna do shiplap down this hallway and then put some faux beams, like 2 or 3. Have a pretty cool vision of what I wanna see there. This will be a 4-way switch. I don't know if you've ever wired one of those, but got the power. Power comes off the panel, across. It goes to this first box. That was with 14-2 wire. It's just gonna be probably LED lights. 3 of them is gonna be very low voltage. First switch will be when you come in from the garage. This was 14-2. And that goes up to the box. And then from that box, I have a 14-2 to that box for a feed, and then a 14-2 from there to that box. And then I have a 14-3 that runs from this box down here to this switch. I want to be able to, have the light on down the hallway and flip it off when I get to the kitchen. And then I'll have, a whole bank of lights here for various things. But then I was also thinking, if someone left it on and you're in the living room or whatever, you could walk over there to flip it off, but you could also flip it off here. Or if you're, right-handed and you're going down this hallway, it'd be nice to be able to flip it on there rather than walking all the way over here. Seems ridiculous, but I'm a man of convenience and silly things bother me. So trying to get this right. So I keep walking through doing kind of scenarios because want to do it right the first time. So there was another 14-3 from here over up. You can see it come out there and then that way. So that's how much wiring it takes to do one 4-way circuit. And then I've labeled everything up in this box and then corresponding in each of these boxes. This is switch 1. And I had to look at a diagram for a 4-way because I haven't done one before. I've done a lot of 3-ways, but so actually you wire one of them up. 2 of them are 3-way switches and one in the middle is a 4-way, whichever one I end up doing. So some of the wiring will just be junctioned up in here. I probably could have gone from that switch over to that one, but I want to just have everything in one box. So I got that done. I'm just going to hang those down for now in here with plenty of slack to feed it through later. I'll drill holes. You can see in here, you can't have any like open voids in any closets or anything, so that would either have to be drywalled. I just went ahead and put plywood up in there, and then I'll just have a hole for every couple of wires, and it will keep it real clean. Trying to think of what else I worked on. And then I had my electrician that was going to help me with the mains. You can see this wire, how thick it is. It's big as I can grip. That actually will junction into this box here. Some wiring outside, you can see it there. Will come into this box. It'll all be connected together in there. So I had to cut this stud out and then do a couple jack studs and that across to be able to fit that 18 by 18 box. And then I'll have a hole that comes down in it for that wire as well, but I'm waiting on that. And I think that's about it. Got my cupboards all in, they're in that trailer, and I got some of the doors and drawer stuff out so it sits flat. Got my boat in here, which is a win, and stop stressing about that. And then this is where all of the hot and cold water out to toilets and sinks and kitchen sinks and everything will come off of here with home runs. So you'll have I'm not sure why it's 3 cold, and maybe you can just have extra colds at the bottom. But like you would run a straight shot off of here and here to a sink. That way you can come in here and turn off just the hot to the sink in the kitchen, just the cold to the sink in the kitchen. I was gonna have a second one of these upstairs in the utility room just above, but I think it's a little overkill because both bathrooms are right here, and the one sink that I'll have for kind of the hangout area is just in front of there. So it won't be that much more PEX line just to run it up there, down, and up wherever it needs to go. So not a lot of accomplishments, but I'll start cooking with oil on the electrical. I'm off on Monday, and I'll get a lot more done, and then a couple more days of work, and I'm off for the end of the month, actually till the 4th. So I'll be able to get most of the electrical done. This is my new favorite tool. It's a cable stapler. I used to pounding these in, and they don't go in straight, and you hit your finger. And I think the staples are actually cheaper, as you can see up there. Just the first couple I kind of messed up on because I didn't have it held in all the way, and it kind of goes in the distance that you with the pressure that you hold on it. So, but it's so much quicker. You don't have to reach for your hammer and poke your finger when you go to grab the staples out of your pouch. So that's it for today.